Yeah, I think it all goes back to some of my initial comments too about how coaching has developed and changed over the years. And I think at the club level, these young athletes are being coached not just on the field, they're being coached on next level mentality of what it's going to take to get to that next level. But I think a lot more coaches, especially some of the more younger ones that have played and have playing experience at the college level, are starting to open the eyes of families and these athletes of it's not all, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's evolved a ton, especially even from when I played, where it was like if you didn't make it to D1, you were considered less of an athlete. Whereas now I think it's starting to level out. I think when you take a look at the scholarship levels that are available at the Division I, Division II, and Division III level, when there are none, it's pretty minimal, right? The gaps between, and so there's a lot of myth busting that goes on when you talk to families, when you talk to recruits, that Division I doesn't even have, they can't even field a full 11 of full scholarship. So those conversations have to happen still. I just think it's happening less and less. But the types of players that we have conversations with and talk to that are looking at a couple of smaller schools, and then they throw in a D1, or if they throw in a couple D1 schools, that conversation has to come up. But we always start with academics. Academics is always first and foremost. So no matter what school you're looking at, you could be one injury away from never playing the game again. So you're trying to create a foundation for what you want to do in life. So few and far between are these athletes going on to play in the MLS or going to play professionally. So they have to take a look at it from a career standpoint. What are they going to get out of their academic career in their time in college? Is that going to prepare them for life? And that's what we're all about, really. That's what we're here to do as stewards of the university, to say, is Ohio Northern setting you up for life? That's what we're here to do. Soccer is a secondary thing to that. Obviously, we want to do as well as we can on the field and have a lot of success. But D1 or bust, from the time when I was going through it to now, there's so much resource. I mean, there's so many resources out there. There's recruiting services, there's scouting services. I think the D1 model is obviously strong. It's hard to compete with that, but when there's so many international students that make up rosters, when there's a lot of scholarship money in the conversation, those conversations with recruits have to happen where, are you getting an offer? Are you getting a scholarship? But I guess what I want to say the most is you got to look at the transfer rate. Look at all of the D1 transfers that have been on the portal. Those conversations have to happen with these families because it's not greener on the other side all the time. And it's unfortunate that you see and hear about players that had an amazing club and high school career and academy career, and then they go to D1 and they kind of fizzle out. They burn out, and there's a lot of transfer rate. So I think those numbers don't lie. Yeah, it's still prestigious. It's still an honor. I don't think that's ever going to go away because there's scholarship money up for grabs. So the fact that you can come that close to getting a scholarship when your parents and your family have paid all those fees for all the clubs all over the years, and they've traveled across the country, and they've attended all these sessions, and they've gone to camps. It's an investment, right? They want the scholarship, and they want to put it on their social media that they made it to D1, and they want to brag to their families. And look at where I'm going, and it's unfortunate that is the narrative, but we have to open their eyes more, and we have to have more conversations. But I think coaching in general has grown and adapted, and it's changing. The environment is changing.